When you clearly don't work somewhere, but people seem to think you do. Welcome to this episode of I Don't Work Here, Lady. Our first one is from 8 White Feet. So I got to the point in my business where I rented a little one-room office to have a place to meet clients and get out of the house a few days a week. It's in a building that is all one-room offices. My door doesn't have a window on it, and I keep it shut unless I'm expecting someone. I also have signage on my door with my company name. So attached to the office is an event venue, and the lady who used to manage both the office building and event venue used to have my office, but started working from home, so that's why she rented it to me. It was a pretty sweet deal. She gave me her really nice desk because she didn't want to deal with moving or storing it. So this couple who rented the event venue and wanted to pay shows up and just came into my office without knocking or anything. I told them that I am just a tenant and I don't work for them, and pointed them to a card on the reception desk with a phone number for them to call. Then I shut my door and locked it. A few minutes later, they tried to open my door again, realized it was locked, and then relentlessly kept knocking until I finally opened it. The lady started grilling me about the manager, and I kept saying I just rent an office here. I don't work for them. You need to call that phone number, but she wouldn't give up. She kept saying, "But I need to pay her," over and over again until I finally told her if she gives me her money, I'll just spend it on whiskey and it won't solve her problem. That got her to finally go away. It was such a funny encounter. I told the manager about it, and she put up a sign in red letters, and no one else has tried that since. What I don't get is it seems like this lady knew who she was supposed to be paying, so I don't know why she was so insistent on trying to pay somebody else. This next one is by Mossy Creature. So this happened a while ago. I was a server at a restaurant at the time and was picking something up at my local Walmart to take into work. Keep in mind, I'm wearing all black. I have a black serving apron on, and black kitchen shoes. I'm in the home goods aisles because I was looking for a basket or something. My manager needed me to pick something up for the restaurant office. And this woman walks up to me. "Hey, can you tell me where the alarm clocks are?" "Oh, I'm not sure, but they must be nearby since we are in the home goods area. Maybe try the next aisle?" I continue looking at baskets. "Why don't you look it up for me?" "Oh, sorry, I don't have cell service in here, but I'm sure someone else can help you look for them." "Do you have a problem with helping a customer look for an item?" "Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't work here." I gesture to my server outfit. "I think you do, and you just don't want to help me. Show me where the alarm clocks are." "Ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't work here. I work at the restaurant across the street, and I really need to find this item I'm looking for and get to work." "You are at work. Go get your manager right now." No. You can go get a manager. I don't work here, and I don't have time for this." "I'm going to call corporate on you and tell them that you are refusing to service a customer. How would you like that?" "Go right ahead. I don't work here. I hope you find your alarm clock," grabs a basket and starts to walk away. "Get me your manager. Don't walk away from me." "I am a server at a restaurant. I do not work here." She ended up following me to the front of the store, and when I started to check out my items, she complained to the self-checkout person, who happened to also be a manager, I guess, that she needed a manager to report an unprofessional employee, and pointed to me. And the self-checkout person said, that person doesn't work here? They are in that named restaurant's uniform and apron." The look on her face was priceless. The anger and shock that she was wrong was amazing. And then she said loudly as I was leaving, "What's your manager's name at the restaurant? I'm still reporting you." I just happily ignored her and went about my day. That's the first time I've ever encountered a Karen in the wild. I told everyone at work, and my manager thought it was crazy. Luckily, she said if the woman ended up calling, she'd know what was up and that I wouldn't be in trouble. But yeah, crazy woman in Walmart. Crazy how this Karen was so sure this person was an employee, but was not so sure about what employees in Walmart are supposed to be wearing in the first place. And the fact that she said she was gonna call the restaurant to report this person, you can tell they just wanted to complain. And our final one is from Galactic Memories. This happened to me several years ago, but I just found this subreddit and decided to share. Around Halloween, I usually go shopping around for new skulls and skeletons to add to the bone pile. I was in a Joann Fabrics, dressed in complete black, with a skeleton hoodie on, and at the time, the workers there wore a green polo and khaki pants. I'm just minding my own business, deciding if I really need that $20 werewolf skull, or buy smaller skulls for less. My arms are just full of these little skulls, when a maybe mid-60s woman came into the aisle. She didn't say anything to me at first, and was on her cell phone, so I moved towards the shelf I was looking at so she could move by if needed. She didn't move by, and suddenly started asking where her special order of a custom flower pot was. I ignored her, thinking she was talking to the person on the phone, when she repeated it again, but louder. After the third time, she then said, to a person on the phone, "I can't believe this bitch is ignoring me." That got my attention, so I looked around thinking there was an employee nearby that I hadn't noticed, but her glares were at me. She proceeded to yell at me for a manager, so I told her the obvious, "I don't work here," which upset her even more. She accused me of just not wanting to help her, called me a bitch again, and was shouting out for a manager. I finally snapped and said something along the lines of, "I'm just here to get boned and go home." Not a spelling error, I did say it that way. Then gestured to my outfit, explaining no employee would be dressed as weird as me. The manager came after all the shouting, listened to her ranting about me being a bad employee and using dirty language towards a senior citizen. The manager was an awesome guy who apparently had a bad day because he asked if she wore glasses because anyone could see I don't work there. He asked how he could help her and then informed her she is in Joann's and that they don't do custom flower pots. After getting her away from me, he gave me $5 off my werewolf skull. I still have that skull in my collection. I love how this manager gave the OP a coupon instead of this lady and sent this lady on their way. Too many times we see managers caving to these crazy Karens, and it's just nice to see something like this. Alright, that's enough tales for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of I Don't Work Here Lady. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.